Hey everybody, my name is Brandon, aka the Brando Critic, and today we will be talking about 500 Days of Summer. Yes, I just saw this movie for the first time last night, and as of filming this, I still don't even know what I'd rate it out of 5. So I decided to try something a bit different. I'm going to talk about the movie, haven't even written down any thoughts, and then at the end of it, think about it in my head, and give you a rating right at the end. So as I'm filming this right now, I do not have a rating for this movie. So these are extremely raw thoughts. So I didn't really know anything about this movie going into it. All I knew was that it was directed by Marc Webb, that directed the Amazing Spider-Man movies, and that it starred Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel. Now, I like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I've seen him in Looper, I've seen him in The Dark Knight Rises, I've seen him in Don John, which is an amazing movie, by the way, very underrated. And I like Zooey Deschanel from Elf. I have not seen her in New Girl. All I know is that she's extremely attractive. And as soon as this movie started, I knew something was off. I liked it, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, this is not a love story. And not because the guy said it, but I said, this is a breakup movie. This is not just some boy meets girl and then they're just saying it's not a love story because they're trying to be different. No, this is a breakup movie. And I want to spoil that right now, because I don't want you guys to go into this movie thinking, oh, it's going to be so romantic and it's going to be amazing, but it's real. Things like this do happen. Breakups do happen, and this movie teaches us that, hey, sometimes breakups happen and that's okay. It's just preparing you for the next one. So the best breakup movie I can think of off the top of my head is Forgetting Sarah Marshall, which is a hilarious, hilarious movie, and it does deal with the same subjects as 500 Days of Summer, which is, you know, going through a breakup and trying to find someone new and trying to cope with the breakup and all that stuff. But that movie went with more of the comedic approach and just trying to go for joke, 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 joke. 500 Days of Summer kind of takes more of an indie movie feel to it, and while funny, it does feel a lot more grounded in reality. Because not only can I relate to this story, but it seems like every friend I know, whether that be male or female, has gone through a relationship like this. Guy kind of likes the girl, but the girl's kind of hesitant, and then she kind of likes him, but then she really likes him, and then kind of doesn't, and she's kind of on and off again, and it's extremely relatable. Not only have I been in that situation on both sides, but I know friends, men and women, who have done the exact same thing. So definitely a thumbs up for relatability, and it's great to see that a movie can bring some comedy into a subject matter like being broken up with. And as for the two leads, Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel do actually have chemistry. And they're not the first people that I would think about to put in like a comedy movie, but they do have some pretty good comedic chops. I did laugh out loud quite a few times in this movie. And lastly, this movie does deal with breakups, and it does have a pretty good message at the end about, you know, dealing with it, and it's gonna happen eventually. It's very, very rare, especially nowadays, that you're gonna meet someone in high school or even younger, and you're just gonna coast all the way till marriage, all the way till grandchildren, and all the way till death. And there's gonna be one person, and that's it. It's extremely rare nowadays. I know I haven't had that. But it teaches you that, you know, even though sometimes you might end up breaking up with someone for either the right reasons or the wrong reasons, looking back on it, you might think of all the good things and then you'll be very, very sad. But after some time goes on and you start to mature, you might look back on that same relationship and think, you know what, maybe it was for the best. And then you become a bit more wise, and then you try again, and you grow as a person. So breaking up might be the end of one chapter, but it's the start of another one. So I think I've given my verdict 4 out of 5. The more I think about this movie, the more I really, really like it. And there was no point in this movie where I was thinking like, oh my god, this is just painful to watch. The only time I really thought like that, or even close to it, was just being in the same situation, like, oh my god, I know trying to date a girl that won't be like, oh, I don't really want to date, I don't really want anything serious, but then as soon as you start talking to other girls, no, wait, I want you to come back. I started thinking like that only because I've been through it before. But overall, I really did like 500 Days of Summer. And also, it has an amazing flash mob sequence. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to read the written review of this, as well as many other reviews, you can go to brandocritic.com. And if you've liked this video, hit like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.